going into this particular league this season and say, you know what, I'm not going anywhere. Everybody's available. Make an offer and let's stockpile picks for 2011. The other league that I'm in with the buddies, we just started a new league fresh again, and I'm 3-3. So I'm holding my own in that one a little bit, so I'm a little more happy. I'm much more interested in that one than I am in the old 6 where I seem to be as bad as I can be.
I understand how you feel. Nate Tucker sitting next to me had that realization earlier in the fantasy baseball playoffs when I dump truck rolled him in the playoffs onto my first fantasy baseball championship. So we're celebrating.
So you won your first fantasy baseball championship?
Yes, and many moons.
Well, congratulations. I don't know if I've won baseball. I know I won one football, which was an upset. I did that a few years ago. It's very exciting, isn't it?
It is. You know, when you win it, and we have a championship wrestling belt every year, the champion gets. And when I won it, I took it to bed with me. I can't lie to you.
Kicked his wife out of
You don't have a girlfriend or anything?
No, my wife slept on the couch. She was okay. She played the other woman that night. But she understands it, you know, sometimes when you're a winner, winners get to do what they want, and you understand that being a winner. So.
Yeah, well, I haven't been a winner in fantasy sports very often, but it was a thrilling feeling, no doubt. You know, you get a little payoff. I mean, I don't know if that's legal, but whatever. You get a little, donation to your favorite charity and such. And so you won the baseball one. You must have had Torrey Hunter.
No, but I did have John Lester and Josh Beckett anchoring my pitching staff this season.
Oh,
so.
Yeah, see, that's half good, half bad.
I understand.
Beckett has been a huge disappointment all season. Matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned because right now John Lester is pitching against the White Sox in obviously his final start with only 3 games to go after tonight. And John Lester is going for win number 20 tonight if he can beat the White Sox. So even though a lot of us up here have lost interest in the Red Sox the past few weeks, and it's not so much their fault with all the injuries that they suffered. I will at least be rooting for John Lester tonight to get that 20th win.
Are you a Tampa Bay fan now that they're hopefully close to knocking the Yankees out?
No, it's funny though. I mean, I like Longoria a lot, and I have since he came up. I like his attitude. I like the way he plays the game. Obviously, he can hit the ball about 10 miles. And he plays a great Gold Glove third base. So I like Longoria. I've always thought Kyle Crawford, as good as he is, could be even better. I don't know why I think that. I always just think he could be dominant, and sometimes he shows flashes. So they're an exciting team to watch. My older daughter, Sarah, she's 11. She definitely is on the Tampa Bay bandwagon. And I didn't even say anything. She brought it up to me a few weeks ago. Oh, I like Tampa Bay. Okay, that's fine. You like Tampa Bay. She didn't say she likes the Yankees, so that's good. And I think the reason she likes Tampa Bay is she watches enough baseball to realize that Tampa Bay is the team that could knock them out. So, yeah, that's interesting. But what I do basically now is I don't jump on any team. I'll basically kind of just sit back, watch the playoffs, and I mean, obviously you see some memorable things every year in baseball playoffs. So I'll kind of sit back neutral and watch. What I do hope happens, however, is the Phillies get eliminated in the first round. I will say that. And the reason I say that is because Ring of Honor is based down in Pennsylvania. And there are so many Philly fans and that office crew and the ring crew, and it's just, I don't want to listen to them. I just do not want to listen to them. If they win another World Series. And you know who was a huge Phillies fan? Is Steve Carino.
Really?
So I am hoping, I am just hoping that the Phillies just get swept somehow. I mean, they've been hotter than who knows, right, lately. But somehow they fall apart and they get swept in the first round. That way I don't have to listen to these Ring of Honor Phillies fans.
So anything else about Ring of Honor you'd like to plug before we let you go tonight?
Well, I would say this basically. You know, obviously you're a fantasy sports show. We certainly appreciate the time to talk some Ring of Honor among some other things. You know, whether it's like your buddy who's not into wrestling anymore or someone that is into wrestling, just go. I usually don't shill things, but go to ROHWrestling.com. Check out merchandise. There's always DVD sales going on. We have older DVDs sometimes for $5, $10. You'll get them in the mail a few days later. professionally produced DVDs that you can actually sit back and watch professional wrestling. And, if there's WWE fans out there, Ring of Honor was the home for CM Punk. Ring of Honor was the home for Evan Bourne. Ring of Honor was the home of Daniel Bryan for years. If you're a TNA fan, Ring of Honor was the home of AJ Styles and Samoa Joe for years. So, give it a shot. Just check out the website. It's simply ROHWrestling.com. There's stuff out there. You can just check it. Maybe a buy one, get one free or whatever the sale happens to be. They're always coming up with creative stuff. I'm just a ringer now, so I don't get involved in the creative stuff like that. But they're always running sales for fans, our fans as well as prospective fans to check out. And if anyone has HDNet, I believe tomorrow a lot of people are getting clearance on HDNet. I know Philadelphia, Boston, Chicago, I believe, are three of the cities that HDNet is getting clearance with Comcast tomorrow, October 1st. So if anyone has HDNet, every Monday night at 8 Eastern, usually at 11, sometimes at 11:30 for a replay, sit back and just watch professional wrestling. And I will leave them with this. If you've got some guys say, oh, wrestling's fake, blah, 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 whatever, but they're big MMA fans, and if you want to give professional wrestling a chance, there's no closer company to MMA than Ring of Honor. Okay, there is some of the best. We've got Davey Richards, some of the best submission-style wrestling, or the best submission-style wrestling stuff is in Ring of Honor.
Bobby, thanks, man, for coming on. I hope that you will join us again soon before November 12th. We'd love to talk about the Survival of the Fittest with you coming up in Dearborn, Michigan. So, man, thank you so much for coming on. I hope to have you on again, man.
No, I appreciate the time. Believe me, like I said, and I can obviously tell you, you'd be amazed at some of these interviews that I get set up on by our publicist. I mean, just laughable sometimes.
So
sometimes it takes breath of fresh air to do an interview like this with a professional program where guys know what they're talking about and they're not asking stupid questions like what's my favorite food or whatever. So believe me, I appreciate it, and I know Ring of Honor appreciates the time.
Well, if you come on again, I have stupid questions I will ask you, and that's just the fan in me coming out.
At least it wasn't on the first time we talked. You know what I mean? There's this. I'll tell you this real quick. There's this show that's on Sirius Satellite Radio that I've done a couple times. And the first interview I did was very serious, and kind of the background of me and the background of Ring of Honor and stuff. And then the second time they asked those questions, but I knew they were coming, so it's quite all right. You know what I mean? And I will think of some stupid question answers the next time I'm with you.
Oh, good. And by the way, we're not really that professional, so we just play that on TV.
Well, you seem like it. Believe me. Some of this stuff, sometimes I feel like I'm talking to a 13-year-old in his mother's basement. So, you guys are doing quite well. Just keep it up.
Okay, Bobby, man, thank you once again for coming on Ring of Honor every Monday night, 8 p.m. and 11:30 Eastern. Bobby, thank you one more time, man.
Thank you, Bobby. Thanks, Bobby.
All right.
Have a good night,
guys.
Bob.
Take care.
Bobby Cruz, guys, we're professional.
Wow.
We're big money. When you get Bobby Cruz's endorsement, you know you've made it somewhere.
He said 11-year-old kid in his mom's basement. Close enough.
More meatloaf, Mom! Okay, now that we got through the Bobby Cruz interview, and actually very, very good, let's do the Week 1 NFL match.